Welcome, everyone, to this deep dive.
Glad to be here.
Today, we're looking at something that, well, on the surface seems really simple. It's source material about a bag of flour.
Right, just a bag of flour. Seems mundane.
But our mission, as always, is to dig a bit deeper, see what this little story might tell us about things like ambition, maybe resilience, and just how unpredictable life can be.
It's true. Sometimes the simplest setups, hold these surprisingly relatable themes. And this story centers on Flora. She's our bag of flour.
And she's not happy.
No, definitely not. She's stuck on a shop shelf, bored out of her mind, really. Very different from her neighbors like Minnie the Marmalade or Tess the Tea. They seem okay with it. Flora, she wants adventure.
That longing for something more, it's pretty universal, I think. But for Flora, there's also this immediate pressure.
Yeah, the sources are clear on this. It's not just boredom driving her. There's a deadline.
A pretty grim one if she doesn't get bought soon.
She's headed for the dustbin. The trash.
And that threat, that's the real kicker, isn't it?
Absolutely. It turns that vague longing that I wish things were different into I have to make things different. It's the catalyst.
Right. And that's when she connects with Dusty, another bag of flour.
Who feels the same way. He's also dreaming of getting out. And they decide to, make a plan together. That partnership is key.
It really is. And their escape. It's kind of ingenious, actually.
Mm-hmm. Mrs. Penny, the shopkeeper, she goes to grab Flora for the bin.
And poof, she's gone. Just a little flour dust left behind.
It shows that sometimes, making a change isn't neat. It can be a bit messy, unexpected.
Definitely. While the others on the shelf have no idea, Flora and Dusty are already out in the cold night.
Having jumped into an old lady's shopping basket. Right?
Yeah, and Flora even gets a bit hurt in the process.
Needs that improvised crutch, the lollipop stick Dusty finds.
Such a small detail, but it shows that immediate problem solving right from the start.
Exactly. And it sets the stage for their whole journey. They need shelter, find a farmyard gate.
Then that hidden little door in the grass, which leads to, well, quite an encounter.
Molly the mouse.
Yes. And this really brings in that theme of help coming from, the most unlikely places.
Molly's amazing. So hospitable. Offers them warmth, food, a safe spot.
It's just what Flora needed. Gets her strength back. Ditches the lollipop stick. She's ready to keep going.
The journey picks up again. They meet a few others. A frog, I think. A rabbit selling sunglasses. Little moments.
Adds a bit of color, yeah. But then things take a very sharp turn.
Oh, yeah. The dark shadow. That sudden gust of wind.
And Dusty. He's just snatched by a crow.
It's abrupt. Terrifying. A reminder that, even when things seem okay, danger can just appear.
And suddenly they're separated. Flora's left completely alone.
Devastated. Exhausted. The story shows her just stumbling onto a road.
Gets into an open van, falls asleep among the groceries, totally worn out.
And then, in this really strange twist, she wakes up.
Back at the corner shop, right where she started.
Can you imagine? Mrs. Penny's there, telling her assistant to put the bags, Flora included, back on the shelf.
Talk about a full circle. But, it's not quite the end, is it?
No, it's like another beginning. She sees her old friends, thinks about Dusty. And that desire to escape, it's back. Stronger, maybe.
This time she spots an open window. A chance.
She jumps for it, but doesn't quite make it outside.
Lands inside the shop window display. And who's there?
Tess the Tea. But she's different now.
How so?
Well, Tess is now facing the same fate Flora faced. Flora was the dustbin. All that previous snobbery. Gone.
Shared vulnerability. It changes everything.
Exactly. Tess hears Flora's story, the adventure, losing Dusty, and she offers real help. True friendship.
Lets Flora stand on her shoulders to reach the window. It's quite a powerful moment.
It really is. Shows how hardship can forge connection.
So Flora makes it out, just as the shop closes. She follows this little trail of flour.
Hoping, maybe. And it leads her back.
Back to Molly the Mouse's place. And
there's Dusty. Safe. By the fire. Reunited.
Such a relief. But then comes that final line. Flora asks how he escaped the crow.
And Dusty, cool as anything, puts on his sunglasses and just says, "That's another story, my friend."
Leaves you hanging.
It really does. What a journey for, a bag of flour. From that shelf, escaping the bin, finding help, facing danger, loss, that weird return.
Finding friendship in new ways, and then finally, reunion. But with this hint of more stories untold.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? How these simple narratives can map onto complex human experiences, ambitions, setbacks, finding your way.
Flora's whole adventure, kicked off by boredom and fear, shows how just wanting change can lead you down these incredible, unexpected paths and forge vital connections along the way.
Absolutely. And that final line from Dusty, that's another story. That's the provocative thought, isn't it?
It suggests that even within this one tale, there are parallel adventures, hidden lives, things happening just off stage.
So what does that say about the world around us? You know, how many other stories, big and small, are constantly unfolding just beyond what we see in people we pass, or even maybe in the ordinary objects we barely notice?
Something to think about next time you see a bag of flour